December 15th, 2023. 11:47 p.m. I'm Marcus, 26 years old, and I'd been delivering food for DoorDash for about 8 months at that point. I was exhausted. My shift was supposed to end at 11, but I'd picked up one last order because rent was due and I was $40 short. Just one more delivery. I told myself, one more, then I could finally go home. The order was simple enough. A single meal from a 24-hour diner going to an address on the outskirts of town. The payout was decent, $18 for what should have been a 15-minute drive. I grabbed the bag, confirmed the address, and headed out into the cold December night. The drive started normal. Christmas lights still twinkled on a few houses. The radio played some generic pop song. I was singing along, thinking about my warm bed, maybe catching an episode of something before crashing. The neighborhood where I was headed wasn't unfamiliar. I'd been there a handful of times before. Older homes, well-kept lawns, the kind of place where people actually knew their neighbors' names. I pulled up to the address at 12,003 a.m. It was a two-story house, dark except for a single porch light that flickered weakly. No decorations, no car in the driveway. I grabbed the food, checked the delivery instructions, leave on porch, don't knock. Baby sleeping. Fair enough. I'd seen that instruction 100 times. I walked up the driveway, my footsteps crunching on gravel that seemed way too loud in the silence. That's when I noticed the front door. It was already open. Not wide open, just cracked. Maybe 6 inches, enough that I could see darkness inside. No light, no movement, nothing. I felt my stomach tighten. I set the bag down on the porch mat, took the required photo, and turned to leave. That's when I heard it breathing, not from inside the house, from behind me, near the side of the porch. Heavy, deliberate breathing. I spun around. Standing maybe 10 feet away, partially hidden in the shadows beside the house, was a figure. Tall, wearing all black. A ski mask covered their face. But what made my blood run cold was what they were holding a phone, pointed directly at me, the screen glowing. "Thanks for coming," the figure said. A man's voice, calm, almost friendly. "Right on time." I backed up toward my car. "Wrong house, man. I'm just dropping off food." "I know," he said, stepping into the dim porch light. "I ordered it." My keys were already in my hand. I kept my eyes on him as I moved. "Okay, well, food's there. Have a good night." "Wait," he said, and that's when I saw movement in my peripheral vision. 2 more figures, emerging from the darkness on either side of the yard, also masked, also watching me. My heart was hammering. I'd done hundreds of deliveries, dealt with weird customers, sketchy neighborhoods, but nothing like this. These people had set this up. They'd lured me here. "We're not going to hurt you," the first guy said, still holding his phone up. "We're urban explorers. We film abandoned properties. This house has been empty for months. We just needed someone to interact with it for the video." I stared at him. "You're lying." He smiled. I could see it in his eyes, even through the mask. "Check the app. The account that ordered, it's fake. Burner number. We've done this 6 times now. Different delivery drivers, different locations." The reactions are, I didn't let him finish. I reached into my jacket and pulled out the taser I'd started carrying after a sketchy delivery 3 months prior. I pointed it at him, my hand shaking but steady enough. "Back up. All of you. Now." The smile vanished. The 2 figures on either side stopped moving. For a moment, nobody spoke. "You're on camera right now," he said, but his voice had lost its confidence. "Threatening us." "And you're on my camera?" I said, tapping my chest where my body cam was clipped, another safety measure I'd invested in. 3 masked people surrounding a delivery driver at midnight? Let's see who the cops believe. The silence stretched. Then, without a word, the first guy lowered his phone. The 3 of them backed away, melting into the shadows between houses. I heard a car engine start somewhere down the street, then tires on pavement fading fast. I ran to my car, locked the doors, and called 911. My hands were shaking so badly I could barely hold the phone. The dispatcher kept me on the line while I drove to a gas station 2 miles away, lights and cameras everywhere. A patrol car met me there 20 minutes later. The officers took my statement, reviewed my body cam footage, checked the DoorDash order, just like the guy said, burner account. Fake name, prepaid card that couldn't be traced. The address belonged to a house that had been in foreclosure for 7 months. Empty, abandoned. They never found the guys. The investigation went cold after 2 weeks. But here's what haunts me. 3 days after it happened, I got a text from an unknown number. No words, just a photo. It was me, standing on that porch, illuminated by my phone's screen as I took the delivery photo. The angle was from inside the house. Someone had been in there the whole time, watching through that cracked door. I quit DoorDash the next day. I don't care about the money anymore. Because whatever those people were doing, filming reactions, planning something worse, I don't know. They're still out there. And some other driver, Some other person just trying to make rent might be getting an order right now to an empty house. If you deliver food, groceries, anything, trust your gut. Always be aware of your surroundings. Carry protection, whether it's pepper spray, a taser, or just your phone ready to call for help. Film everything if you can. That body cam and taser saved me that night. Don't think it can't happen to you. Because they're counting on you thinking exactly that.